All right, welcome to the second edition of The Naughty Bits, presented to you by Sad Team 6. Very excited to introduce you to our special guest tonight, but our first episode just dropped, so please check out the Sad Team 6 YouTube and social medias, and always, please, check out sadteam6.com. I'm very excited to introduce you to, you may already know, it's kind of a big deal, Rob Coleman. Welcome to The Naughty Bits, Rob.
Woo! I know everybody's tuning in like, I thought he said Gary Coleman.
No,
it's Rob Coleman.
Rob Coleman.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Chris? Oh,
Yeah,
crazy.
I think maybe you snacked on a couple Gary Coleman.
Yeah, there you go.
He definitely may not be Gary Coleman. But,
Shots fired right off the bat.
he knows George Foreman, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
The grill. Never mind. I don't have to explain my jokes. Fuck you guys.
All right, so why we have Rob here today, Rob is headlining our first show, our first fundraiser, Stand Up For Them, at the Canton Palace Theater, March 22nd. Doors are at 6, shows at 7. Follow the links to get your tickets. Rob, tell them a little bit about what they're going to get.
Meow, 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 meow. Well, I do this huge sort of strip routine right at the beginning where I do some pumping moves.
He does.
Boop, shoot, boop, shoot, boop, shoot. And I have this huge... No, I'm just playing. Listen, you gonna get...
I was gonna say, I haven't seen
Yeah, he just
that
rolling
set
with
yet.
it. He just rolling with it.
I haven't seen the set
I've
yet.
seen your dancing bear videos, right?
I was excited. I'm just saying.
Do
But-
gingers get back hair?
We do not. Ass hair. Yeah, I know, right?
You're a
Not a pleasant
spokesperson
sight.
for all gingers, huh?
It's just like, never mind. Go ahead. What do you do, Rob?
I've been doing comedy off and on for about 20 years. I've had peaks and I've had some valleys, right? My peaks when I first started, I started in like 2002, won some, Rookie of the Year and host and up and good best up and coming and all this. I got all of these urban comedy awards that I won from like 2002 to like 2006.
Okay.
So high.
You started in Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
There was a great open mic spot called the Robin's Nest that was down on St. Clair.
Okay.
Where a lot of comics around my age I met, Squire and Tim Cornette and Cool TLC, like so many comics from that era. If you're over 45 or so, you probably done some time at Robin's Nest.
Yeah.
But had some peaks, had some valleys, and then had some peaks again. Last year I was a finalist for World Series of Comedy.
Yes, you were.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a big deal.
Exactly. 500 comedians apply usually every year. The top 100 go to Las Vegas and they compete in a week-long competition to see who's going to be like the top comic right in the USA that year.
Yep.
And I made it all the way to the final round and just couldn't compete because I had to leave.
Oh.
But if I would have competed, I feel like I probably
I think if you, I was gonna say, I have a feeling you, if
So
you
when
were
you're-
able, that one more day.
When you're in
I'm
Vegas
going to
for
Vegas this
something
year.
like that.
It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah,
man.
very
I'm
cool.
excited, man.
Very
You
cool.
just told me that today.
Mhm.
It's a big deal.
Well, are you going for comedy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm
Just making sure because
I'm
there's
going
other
to the
stuff.
main event.
Yeah, there's other stuff you can do in Vegas.
So
yeah.
since
When you
you
said I'm going to
guys-
Vegas, I ain't know.
The whorehouses too.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course.
Yeah, if you can
That's
fit it in your
Reno.
schedule.
Yeah, I'll find it. I'll make time.
So since you guys are swinging your comedic dicks, you want to tell them what you got coming up?
What do I have coming up? Oh, yeah, I just got booked to host and open for Louis C.K. Yeah. I'm excited, and I'm also shitting my pants nervous, so we'll see how this goes.
Not on the couch, you're not.
Too late.
Don't go in a green room with them.
Yeah, right. No, it's like, dude, all right, I don't think he's ever going to see this, right? So I'm not worried, but it's like, do I have to worry? Like, can I not make that joke that night? Like, am I allowed? I don't know.
C.K.
It's a
will
test.
beat your ass.
It's
It's
what I'm
taken him
saying.
almost a decade to get his career back.
No kidding.
Right? When did that happen? Like,
You know,
feels
it had to be the
Ever.
early 2010s, maybe.
Yeah.
I loved
think.
his
Yeah.
show.
I show it's great.
I love
personally.
his stand-up.
this show was so real. It was,
Oh,
like just real topics that he just touched on and was like, wow, I can't believe he's
yeah.
saying some of this stuff or admitting some of this stuff. But yeah, well, he was definitely was on the skyrocket. And then two girls was like, I saw his dick. Oh, we almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, I guess the only good thing going for me is like I don't really have tits, so
yeah.
or not tits that he's gonna want to see.
Yeah.
So that's good. But that'll be in Youngstown, March 31st. It's a one-night show. It is sold out, so unfortunately. But if you do want to see me, please, and Rob, and a bunch of our other funny friends, please check out Canton Palace Theater, March 22nd. Stand up for them. It's going to be awesome. Yeah. Now, getting back to like starting out and everything. Now, with the peaks and the valleys, was there... I guess let me back up even farther. What was the motivation to even try it in the first place?
Money.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
How's that going for you, by the way?
I was an insurance agent at the time.
Oh,
right?
okay.
And my manager used to tell me, he was an African dude, Robert, you must find ways to talk to people. You are not talking to enough people. That's a horrible accent. African accent.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, but anyway, I was going everywhere. I was going to the BMVs and like literally standing outside the door and handing flyers to people as they was going in to take their driving test. I figured I'm like applying the science, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this kid is about to get his license. The parents are going to put this kid on their insurance policy. Insurance is going to go through the roof. Mm-hmm. So I used to stand outside and be like, when you put him on the policy, call me.
Yep.
Right? Because you're not going to be happy.
Yep. Yep.
And I was going to laundromats, like any place people had to wait.
Right, to congregate.
Yeah. I was like, well, let me go and hand my shit out.
Yeah.
So repair places where people are getting their cars fixed, I was handing out flyers. And one day I was sitting there and I was looking through, in a plain dealer, they used to have a Friday magazine where it would show you all the stuff was coming up over the weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm thumbing through it like, looking for a movie to watch, whatever. And I happened to see open mic at Robin's Nest. And I was like, open mic? I could get up on stage and talk to people and see if I can get them to buy insurance. Because at that time it was like the two-man this and the cable guy, and I was like, I'm gonna be the insurance guy.
You wanted to be the what's OxyClean? You wanted to be Billy Mays of insurance, essentially.
Right. Yeah. Right. I want to get on stage and be like, in case I kill, buy this insurance policy, right? Whatever.
Right.
And but I got on stage, and the host at the time was a guy named Joe Wiley, and he was so charismatic, so happy. The crowd enjoyed him so much, and I remember thinking to myself, this is what I grew up listening to, because I was a big comedy fan as well. Yeah. I love Pryor, Murphy, all of those. Yeah. But I never thought I could do it.
Gotcha.
Right? I was funny to my friends or whatever, but I was like, there's no way I could do that shit, right?
I felt that.
And then I got up on stage. I saw how easygoing Joe was. When he got off stage, he talked to me. I remember getting on stage. My first routine was just a bunch of garbage about my grandma or whatever. But people loved it. I got off stage. He was like, you talented.
Okay.
Like literally the very first time he told me, you got something. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then I just threw all the insurance shit out the window and just started writing all goofy shit. Like, what if lions could talk? And
was it the first laugh for you? Because I swear to God, like it was genuinely the first laugh at the first open mic I ever did, where I was like, oh, I love this feeling.
Yeah.
Like it took over.
That's a great question. I remember the feeling when I got off stage.
Okay, gotcha.
Like getting off stage and somebody telling you that was good. That made my day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I still enjoy that more than people telling me I was funny. When people tell me my brother just died or my mom just died and I didn't think I would be able to laugh again until I saw you.
Yep.
That's the kind of feeling that really motivates me, honestly.
And that's why we picked Rob, ladies and gentlemen. That's the core of what we're fucking doing here, folks.
Right.
Literally. It's like, if you have a dead relative, we will make you laugh. It's okay.
Not at them.
Well, he might not. I might. But
that's what you're paying.
Right. This guy in this coffin is not laughing at anything.
Yeah. Fuck him. We got a saying at the firehouse: "Fuck them if they can't take a joke."
Okay, at the firehouse.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I don't. What firehouse is this? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
I don't want my fireman to be like, "Fuck them."
No, fuck them if they can't take a joke.
Oh, okay.
Not fuck them. Not like they're burning. Fuck them. Like, that'd be horrible. Like, holy shit, that person's on fire. Fuck it.
No,
I'm gonna go get some Waffle
We most
House.
certainly don't roll up and just say, fuck them. Yeah, we do not.
They're not cops. Rob. Jesus Christ.
No. I support.
We support them.
We support them. Yes.
I have a lot of friends that are police
Trevor's license plate number, however, is
Yeah, we're not gonna go there. Oh, that's funny. So it's the feeling of whenever someone comes up to you and does anything. Now, like, I think there's just some innate. Do you view comedy as a coping mechanism or an escapism tool? I know I'm not wording that question correctly, but if you can make the audience forget about their shit.
I know where you're going with this, because this is a real big pet peeve of mine, like especially in modern comedy.
Yeah.
You got a lot of shock comics out there, right? It'd be like, I don't think I did good unless somebody walks up and leaves, right? I'm not doing good unless I walk half the audience, right?
No.
What is that? Like,
that's not the response you want.
Right? I keep it real.
Listen, I can appreciate a joke that's designed for a groan if it's a setup for something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if your goal is to walk the room...
I mean, you've been doing this for a while. You've heard people say that, right?
Not to walk the room. No, I haven't. I don't know who the hell. Really?
Yeah, I've heard. It's this shock comic. I can't think of his name. I'll think of it in a minute.
Yeah,
I don't even want to remember his name. But he talks about, when I get up and see somebody leave, I know I'm doing good. And I'm like, because his goal is to be shocking or disgusting. And I've seen comics revel in that feeling of, saying something that makes the crowd go, "Oh, I can't believe he said that."
I mean, the only way I can see
don't
it is
like
from,
that. Like when I go see a movie, I want to enjoy and not think about like current events and shit like that.
Yeah.
But to get up there and like literally your goal is to try to insult people or be disgusting or that's just not me.
No, I get you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I can say from a branding standpoint, it'd be the only way I could see it being any kind of plausibility. Because you want them to leave remembering your name. And,
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you think of like big time wrestling, right? There's got to be a heel.
Yeah, you got Heat and you got whatever the other.
Well, you got Babyface and the heel. Yeah.
So when you got a guy that's hated, he becomes their favorite. Yeah. I mean, just from maybe that's how they're carving out their niche. But
you know what? It's car accident mentality. That's why everybody slows down. They want to see somebody dead in the street, right?
Fully aware.
They just want to see the carnage. They don't enjoy it,
right?
But it's just something in human nature. It's like, damn, how bad can this get? And I think that's what some people have discovered about society. If I pick this little device up and I go, man, fuck all of them, and I don't care, and now people are like, man, he is crazy. What else is he gonna say?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's what it is.
That's what people are reveling in. I don't want that. I can live without that, because once you say one crazy thing, you have to keep going. And it just takes you deeper and deeper down the asshole trail.
Hi, Kanye.
Kanye be like, what about Nazis? I actually am a Nazi. I'm going to sell Nazi paraphernalia.
Oh shit! Topical.
You see, he made his woman come naked to the last one.
Yeah, the Grammys or whatever it was.
Let me show you what she has on.
Yeah, and then now
nothing.
A week later, file for divorce.
Yeah, because she like, I want to wear clothes.
Yeah.
Kanye's like, no, I don't want you to wear clothes.
I don't want you to wear clothes. Everybody sees your titties.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That was absolutely bananas, man.
I feel it.
She looked good though, but man,
she did. I mean, I'm not going to argue that fact. Oh,
she wore nothing well.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there you go. Very well. Yeah, very good job by the designer that year.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Crazy.
So what is like? Oh, back to the escapism thing. Just being that avenue to like cut bullshit out. Is there any time that's like for you, whether it's comedy, whether it's film or anything, is there any time where you've had that experience where like maybe you weren't having a good day or a good time or just in general weren't all there, but you had an experience that made you forget that? You had that good experience that took you out of where you were mentally.
You mean like before I had to perform in front of a crowd?
Whether you were a performer or an audience in general. Like, I mean, is there anything in general, like you weren't having a good time, but you were able to escape your shit because something was going on?
That's actually a good question. I mean, there's there's plenty of concerts and stuff I've been to where I feel like an emotional connection, and it kind of takes me away from life for a second.
Music's a great vessel for that, man.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I don't know if any R&B fans here, but I'm a huge Angela Winbush fan. She's a singer from 80s, 90s, or whatever, but just a magnificent singer. If you haven't heard of Angela Winbush, look up Angela Winbush. She sings about love, passion, and is just a magnificent vocalist. And my wife, for our anniversary, got me tickets to see her last year.
Nice.
And she came out, the woman is like 72 years old. And she came out hip-hop dancing with her dancers and shit, and dropping it down low, and sung all of my favorite songs, man. And I didn't even realize it, but I am like bawling, crying.
That's awesome.
Like, I'm sitting here watching the performance, and my wife is trying to give me tissue. I'm like, move.
Stop it.
Stop it.
I'm
And then she was like, Rob, your
ashamed.
face. And I turned, I had a huge snot bubble, like, what?
The dreaded snot bubble.
But yeah, you don't know how you're gonna react.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you a big fan of?
In general, I mean, music or comedy. I mean, like, I saw. I think a lot of it for me, I hate it now as a comedian. When I go and watch comedy now, like when I go and watch a big name or something, I hate that I can't appreciate the experience. I don't think, like, I'm too listening to their joke, like their joke writing, or I'm focusing on the
structure,
something like that. Like, I can't remove myself from it anymore.
Right.
But like, music is such a great thing. Like, I just remember, like, if I was going any concert, any live, I don't even care if it's music or comedy, just live entertainment.
But if you met that person in real life, like, I'm a huge Dwayne Johnson fan, right?
All right.
Okay.
So if Rock walked in here right now, was like, "Hey, what's up, Rob Coleman? You want me to turn this camera sideways and stick it straight up this candy ass, right?" Yeah, I'd be like, "Yes, Rob, could you do that?"
You'd fanboy.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like, there's people that,
Now, what if he wanted to shove it up your ass?
Probably.
It's The Rock, you know?
It's The Rock.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, I don't think you're
Are you saying something like you got to sign it up first?
As long as he shined it up nice and turned it sideways.
Can we be fair, though? If The Rock wants to shove a camera up your ass, The Rock's gonna shove a camera up your ass.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
More than likely.
Yeah, like, I mean,
it's gonna happen. There's nothing you
there's
can't ask to do.
nothing any of us in this room are doing to stop that.
He'd have my candy ass parted. I mean, I'd yell like I was putting up an incredible fight just for the audio.
Yeah.
But I'd probably be smiling the whole time.
That's the problem with video. It gets you, it betrays you.
Yeah, you don't know who you're a fanboy. I know that if I met The Rock, I would lose my mind.
I mean, for me, I'm a huge Will
something.
Ferrell guy. I really am. I just movies, or just for the comedy aspect and like the movies I've watched all my life.
Yeah,
I think I'd lose my shit.
Yeah,
but I also know for a fact, just from following him, he's a guy that it seems like he would hate it if you lost your shit. Like, he always talks about everyone's just yelling, I'm gonna put my nutsack on your drum set, or Ricky Bobby and shit at him, and it gets annoying. So I think, like, reining yourself in, I think Will Ferrell would be one I'd have trouble reining myself in.
Feel that right there. Feel that. Tell me that doesn't feel like a huge cock. You remember that from the
a river of ejaculate. Those poor, I know those.
I didn't even see the setup. I didn't even see it coming until you said it. And as soon as you said it, I flashed.
Yes.
Dude, so classic. And I feel like he's coming up with this. Like, there's no way you could do a skit with him. And
so my mom loves Anchorman so much that I swear to God, my dog's name is Lamp. Because she can say, I love Lamp.
Yeah.
Like Steve Carell's character. Like, all right.
I killed a man with a trident. It was so good.
Yeah, you see that? Brick killed a guy.
The news fights.
Yeah.
The news team fights in both of them were some of the best parts.
The dinner where he goes to Megan Good's dinner with all of the black people. He's like, you're making hot love. Your daughter is, I'm making hot love to your daughter. It's so crazy.
Oh, God.
For them not to break character during that
Oh.
scene, man, was just how did you not?
Yeah.
Because he be trying.
How did you? He
You
tried
can see
to
the
be
Saturday
brain.
Live skits.
Yeah.
You know, when he come out, I showed my wife the one where he had the
American
patriotic
flag, yeah.
American
Yeah,
flag
yeah,
cross
yeah,
on. And he came out and everybody's laughing. And it goes up to like Amy Poehler, one of them, and starts like rubbing on her shoulder. And she's just like,
Yeah.
He
He got them all.
yeah, he did.
He did one.
did.
He got them all.
He's good. He did one skit at the 50th over the weekend, the SNL reunion, the 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
That was funny. He reprised Robert Goulet, which isn't like a most popular one, but it's super niche to the SNL culture.
Yeah.
And they took Robert Goulet and mixed it with the Lawrence Welk show with the doll hand girls, and yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
That was my favorite one. of the night.
Dunice. When Kristen Wiig is Dunice.
She
It's
is
like the three sisters that are all gorgeous.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm Janet, something, something. And then it's like, and she's like, and I'm Dunice.
It's these little tiny doll hands.
I'm telling you.
It's so great.
Kristen Wiig is one of my favorite
Hall
SNLs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Saturday Live 50 was really good.
No, I enjoyed it.
Eddie Murphy was on point. Doing his Tracy Morgan impersonation.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was so funny. And when
My biological father is James Earl Jones. He
And Tracy
impregnated my
Morgan sitting
mother.
there not trying to
Right,
fucking break.
right.
He's like, God damn it, this is good. Holy
it was so funny.
4 cheese lasagna. Right. Shit. You gotta have four cheeses.
Oh.
So funny, man. I'm like, go ahead, Eddie. Eddie, you can tell he really likes Tracy
Yeah.
Morgan. Too.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
God, man, that's a dream
Legend.
come true to be in that room with them
Oh.
dudes, man.
Oh.
Mate, that would be absolutely fucking legendary if I could hang with those cats just one night. you know?
Absolutely.
Even just
Call
in the
me
corner
Eddie,
of the room.
please, God.
Right, anything you need. I'm there, Eddie. I got you.
Eddie's been known to reach out to young comedians that he likes and
Really?
invites them to the mansion or whatever.
That's cool.
You know? I hear stories all the time of motherfuckers that be like, man, we got the Eddie's house.
Those aren't like Diddy.
Eddie's
parties,
house is
right?
like 3 houses inside of one house, you know? You know?
Eddie
all
earned
kinda-
it.
Yeah, man.
Eddie earned it.
Yeah.
Mr. Murphy.
Mr. Murphy, right?
Sorry, Mr. Murphy.
Yeah.
Apologize.
We were just talking about how legendary Raw was. I just did a show over the weekend with Lou Santini.
Yeah.
And Lou said that he had just showed his wife Raw. And she said, that's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. So
The Aunt Bunny falling down the stairs and the drunk
Yep.
uncle get the fuck
Yep.
out, you know?
So I fell in love with comedy from the Dean Martin roasts.
Oh, yeah.
Like
yeah.
I would see the reruns.
Yeah.
And then from that, because I grew up very conservative in a church and
Mm-hmm.
I went a different path.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't long that the first real stand-up I saw was Eddie Murphy, and that was it. I was in love with comedy. I was rolling on the floor, my ribs were hurting.
You try comedy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he
I don't know
does.
when my voice went like that.
No, it's good. I liked it.
Yeah, man, you try comedy?
Yeah.
It's just like a
My
baby.
first time was at Crackpots in Maslin.
Yeah.
I did an open mic. Like you, I always just felt like I was the funny guy in a room.
Mm-hmm.
Dinner table funny.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude,
And-
you're fucking hilarious. You're just sitting here.
Yeah. I've had a good time with it. I've just kind of let it go.
Okay.
But I never did. And I never thought I was funny enough to be on a stage.
Okay.
I revere comedians.
Yeah.
So still, even though I talk to people that are like, how do you do it, this and that? And I'm like, it's only the first 3 steps.
Mm-hmm.
After that, fuck it.
I mean, if you can run into a burning house, you can do comedy. You
That's
know
what I
mean? So,
think.
yeah. I mean,
But they're scared to death. Public
Yeah.
speaking wrecks a lot of people.
serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was always gifted with that. I talked myself in and out of trouble my whole life.
Yeah, same thing here.
Yeah.
I haven't been afraid to speak like ever. Like
No,
even
I
since
haven't
elementary.
either.
Like they would ask the class to who wants to do the Martin Luther King speech. I was like, yeah, me, shit.
Mhm.
I got it. I have a dream. Like since a young age, man.
But yeah, so to tie that together for you with the Sad Team 6 stuff.
Mhm.
So even the comedy was born out of some drama.
Okay.
A really good friend of mine, Steve Miller, he was a Maslin grad, football stud for them. That's a big deal in Massillon.
Mm-hmm.
But he was dying of cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And we went out to his camper, just him and I, got shit-faced
Mm-hmm.
and let it all out, you know,
Mm-hmm.
just one-on-one life talk.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the last things he said to me was that on that trip that I remember, because I was throwing up in the lawn, but was he wanted me to go try
Mm-hmm.
stand up, and he laid it on me. I'm asking you to do it, and you
Yeah.
can't say no.
Right.
And I laughed my ass off, and I was like, "You're right. I can't say shit about that."
Oh.
And so that it was just another month or two.
You granted his Make-A-Wish. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Good for
Yeah.
you, Chris.
Well, I really loved him. He was a good
Yeah.
man,
That's
good
good.
father, and a good friend.
Yeah.
But I took those steps. I had an amazing first night.
Yeah.
I killed him. I did some jokes about jizz. I made up.
Why not?
Yeah, I had a blast.
Yeah.
And then I was hooked.
Mhm.
And I walked off that stage, and GW was there
Mhm.
for my first night. And she
GW
was,
now, by the way. Anyway.
Oh,
If
yeah.
y'all,
So-
if y'all don't
Oh.
know,
Not George, Herbert Walker Bush.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. W was there, you know.
So-
me and W.
I was on a local radio station, Mix
Mhm.
94.1, with Matt Fantone, who's the legend around here. And he asked me to name off the people on the show. And I named GW. And when I saw GW the other night at Crackpots,
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Did you hear me sucking your dick on the radio?"
Mm-hmm.
Because it is a fan fest for her.
Yeah.
When I walked off that stage, she looked at me and she said, "You got the bug now.
Yeah.
You got to keep doing this."
Yeah.
And she has been so supportive even since.
Yeah.
Because I started really getting into it. I started really catching a role.
Yeah.
And that's when my mental health deteriorated.
Yeah.
And then you were talking about escapism. That's where I was using it. I was escaping into the comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started to get real about the comedy because I wanted to be good at it.
Yeah.
And I'm not telling you nothing, but talking for real is what's funny.
Yeah.
And
Authenticity.
yes, thank you.
Yeah.
And then I ended up in Maryland
Mm-hmm.
and took a little detour from life.
Mm-hmm.
And there I found my funny again
Mm-hmm.
amongst my brothers and sisters there.
Mm-hmm.
And there in that island of misfit toys, I did like 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes for them.
Mm-hmm.
Because guys, once they found out I did it, they were looking up the videos.
Mm-hmm.
The guys watched the videos in a big room. We all laughed.
Mhm.
It was great to hear those laughs when I was there.
You did your classic jizz material again.
They just watched the video. No, I did give them some jizz stuff, guys.
You gave him jizz.
Jizz-
He gave him jizz
I
after
gave them
they
so much
watched the
jizz
video.
because jizz. One of the best things about performing in front of firefighters is you know your crowd, and boogers, dick jokes, farts, all funny.
Mm.
Never gonna fail.
6-year-olds.
6-year-olds, yeah,
All right.
with adult money. Yeah, that's what we are. But I did that for them, and then it was the reaction to it. It was
Mhm.
it was the days after
Yeah.
that were so incredibly special,
Mm-hmm.
and those messages that I was getting from one-to-one people, like, man, you really lifted a lot of people up, and you helped me, and those connections lit the fire. And then when I got back to life, I was trying to get stable again and
Yeah.
get back to the routine. And then we lost a brother to suicide
Mm-hmm.
just months after my attempt.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the catalyst to Sad Team 6.
Okay.
But the humor of what we can deliver on a stage
Mm-hmm.
erases a lot of evil in people's day, in their
Mhm.
whole week.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And that translated there with, we were able to break down our darkest moments and laugh together.
Yeah.
And when you can laugh about something, you take ownership of it.
Yeah.
Yet
Yeah.
it's your bitch now.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's the power of what you guys have been doing. what you have been doing for 20 years to somebody that's just recently taken that step that's healing energy to almost everybody you meet. There's always that one asshole in the room, that it's nothing's going to make them break, right? Oh, yeah, well, I mean, in this room, it's definitely Trevor.
Yeah, without a doubt. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's 1 out of 3 chances.
Is it still your asshole, or did you get that transplanted too?
No, it's still mine. It's still the OG.
You don't have a donor asshole?
I don't have a donor asshole.
Yeah.
No.
I was thinking it might explain that facial hair, but
Don't do that. His facial hair rocks. It connects really nice to his chest hair.
It's patchy at best, Rob.
And then there's some stomach side hair.
Oh,
all right. Well, I'm going to shave
it's
right
like
now,
one
guys.
incredible handlebar.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just mutton chops down my whole body, down my
sides. He has a
sides.
goatee over his whole body.
Yeah. It's just like a little fucking leaf covering my fucking bits down there. It's the end of my beard is.
It's like, what was that called? A merkin.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And no, it's basically just a whole Borat bikini, like one bikini.
But it's just patchy red hair.
Yep, without a doubt.
Well, we're going to find out. I'm actually doing my podcast tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Where it's not really a podcast. It's just a fun monthly debate show.
Yeah, I like that.
Nice.
I did your one. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Man.
Tell them where to see it.
On my YouTube channel, if you go to...
plug all your socials, too. We'll cut it in somewhere.
Yeah,
We might leave it here, but we can cut it. Too.
Right. You could probably find me pretty much at RU, the letter R, the letter U, Funny Rob, under just about everything. Mm-hmm. If you type in RU Funny Rob, most of my stuff comes up. Rob Coleman, I've been doing like Google tests. Yeah. And when I type in my name now, I'm the first comedian that comes up. It used to be this British comedian named Rob Coleman, but I think he died or got killed or stopped doing comedy or something. Hopefully. But now I'm like the first Rob Coleman.
Now
that comes
you're
up.
the Rob Coleman.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Recognize.
All comedians are also narcissistic.
But anyway, my debate show tomorrow, we're going to focus on what women like, dad bods or fit bods. And I got a group of 7 female comedians.
Dad bods.
Right. I got a group of 7 female comedians that are going to come on.
Oh, that's going to be hysterical.
Yeah, and I normally do like a long PowerPoint slideshow and ask them questions. So I got like a list of nice questions to ask them. And we're not only going to talk about dad bods, we're going to talk about some other stuff that I snuck in there too. Because we need to find out what women want. Man.
You're good, man.
You know,
we need tickets to the sleepover.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I don't think we're invited.
Yeah, we're gonna find the answers to all of these questions. Man.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we enjoyed. We did. We did Christmas versus Thanksgiving. I was on that one.
Yeah,
that was a good one. I still think Team Christmas won. I'm sorry, I'm biased.
But we may run that back. Yeah, we may run that back. There was so many questions I didn't even get a chance to ask. So. Yeah,
that's cool.
That was good.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about. Let's go to your actual event you're working on this with. Canton Palace Theater, March 22nd. Yep. I mean, you know what we've told you, but I mean, have you, what are your thoughts on being a part of the show? Have anything pop into your mind or anything?
Yeah, I mean, I tell you, man, when you guys called me, that was a huge honor. Plus, it made me realize that there's just not a lot of good comedians in Cleveland.
That's I mean, hey, my options were limited. No, I love you all. Please book me.
Shots fired.
He said it, not me.
I'm just kidding. But, because we work together, I know you know me.
Yeah. It was a comfortability level.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
Exactly.
We did something in Berea.
And
we had a great time at the Hydrant.
Yeah, that was a good show.
So we had a good rapport, and then for you to have seen so many comics and then reach out to me to do this, it was a huge honor. And you guys know that my 29th wedding anniversary is actually on that day.
Yes.
So I told my wife, it's okay if I tell jokes instead of
loving you.
Yeah, right. She was like, "Are you gonna make money?" I was like, "I hope."
We're gonna pay.
But she was like, "Yeah, as long as we do something later." I was like, "All right."
Like, so she comes to the show. She gets tickets.
Nah, she's gonna be there.
Yeah,
just to make sure I'm not lying.
Yeah, right.
Like this is some elaborate ruse.
We've created a ticket link. You came here tonight to film a podcast that's never gonna exist.
Right.
Well, listen, I'll tell you what, that's good to know. Honestly, it's great to know ahead of time because we we have already partnered with Fromage du Monde, which is
that like a threesome company?
no,
Yeah,
Jesus.
Fromage. I think he's trying to
It
get a
means
sponsor plug right now. and
cheese.
I did a giggle when you said that. I was like,
Yeah, it means cheese.
oh, cheese?
Yeah, it's like House of Cheese.
Oh,
If you translate it, I hope I'm getting that right.
yeah.
Anyway,
Once again, this is why we have an editor.
No, right?
Yeah,
Like Urkel.
put the correct
Um,
definition right
it's
here.
it's a small business downtown Canton,
Mm-hmm.
and they have one of my favorite sandwiches in the city, but they specialize in cheese and wine,
Oh, okay.
like pairings and things.
Okay.
And she offered to help us out, so I will most definitely talk to her and see if we can't set up a little anniversary special for you
Wow, I like that.
at the show. You know.
Yeah. I just hope fromage de mage
Well, first of all,
doesn't mean lactose intolerant, because a certain amount of cheese in this buddy right here turns
that's
into
gonna
a
ruin the
goddamn
night
gas
later.
factory. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it might actually make for a better show if he eats it before, because by the time he goes
my
on,
God.
he's going to shit his pants on the face.
Sorry, y'all. It was the fromage de mage.
Yeah, use that for footage.
Yeah. I'm telling jokes. My ass is telling jokes. We're like we a comedy team up here.
Let's get another mic on stage.
Right?
Dean Martin and Harry Lewis. Abbott and Bud Costello. We're a comedy team up here.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Oh, shit.
That's just a taste of what you're gonna get on this show. So make sure and get your tickets. Help support a really worthy cause
Please.
of spreading this awareness. The more we grow, the more we get to help, and we're really excited about it.
Yeah, because the future of this is y'all plan on moving us to other cities?
Oh,
or-
yeah.
We're already confirmed for Indianapolis in April.
Okay.
So we're doing 3 shows in Indy in April.
Very cool.
During the Fire Department International Convention. It's a
Wow.
gathering of firemen.
Okay.
Probably the biggest gathering of firemen in the country.
Okay.
Um,
Ladies, get your calendars.
Yeah.
Are you ever been on a fireman calendar?
No.
Okay.
As a matter-
Look at him. Would you? That face don't sell.
You look November.
Now,
You look November.
I'm gonna give.
You stick him in September. Saying this
if we were in like sweaters, right? But I have to give credit to another local comedian on a sick burn that he laid on me,
Okay.
and even as much as it pains me to do it, he earned it. But Ryan Rogers
Yeah.
gave me a zinger when he said, if I was in the firefighter calendar, I'd be the 13th month.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hurtful.
Yeah. All right, Ryan. I feel you on that, Ryan.
Yeah.
This man has a huge ding dong. He'll show you later. So
Yes.
don't front. You can talk about 13 months all you want, but you haven't seen this ding dong.
Right.
It's an inside joke, y'all. We'll
I don't know what he's talking about.
That's it.
I got here after they were already here for a while. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know,
right
but
now.
what's going to be funny is we're going to edit this podcast down, and it's going to be like, welcome to the second episode, and it's going to cut to you saying, he's got a big-ass ding-dong.
Yeah.
The end.
Message
Hey.
delivered.
Credit where credit is due. I'm coming from the African American's perspective, so if I say it, it's real, it's true.
I feel like I just got some street cred.
You did.
A little bit.
There's
I
a
feel
card
like
in your
My
wallet. now.
almost card got
Yeah.
punched.
Yeah. You hear that phone vibrating? Yeah, that's your baby mama right now.
Well, five more hole punches and you get a free 40.
Did you guys ever do Edward 40 hands?
I don't even know
No.
what that is.
You had to tape a 40 to each hand, and you didn't get your hand back till it was gone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's going a little bit too far.
That's how we do.
Yeah, y'all used to tape 40s to y'all hands?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you got us beat then.
They're
Edward 40
alcoholics.
hands, like
Yeah.
Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, of course. With 40 hands. You had to drink 2 whole 40 ounces.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I can never finish one of them fucking things.
Oh, yeah, they were gross.
Malt liquor,
Eagle
beer.
Claw.
Yeah.
99 cents.
You drunk Eagle Claw.
99 cents.
Jesus Christ, man. That shit was up.
Yeah, it was horrible.
It's not beer.
No.
We had shit like Laser and
Oh.
Red Dog or
No red,
some shit.
red stripe.
Yeah.
Well, Red Stripe's good.
No,
Red Dog, I drank Red Dog back in the day.
Yeah.
But those were Sixers.
St. Ives. Remember Ice Cube was making St. Ives
Yes.
commercials?
Oh, yeah. St. Ives in a brown paper bag was like,
Jesus Christ, alcohol during Prohibition must have sucked for you two.
Prohibition. Nah, we just talking about the 90s.
yeah, 90s.
Yeah.
What were you doing in the 90s? Still
Being
grocery
born?
shopping
Yeah.
for mornings?
Being
Swimming
born.
around.
Yeah.
Swimming
Oh.
around the islands.
I'm right at that point where I remember no cell phones and then cell phones everywhere.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm in the middle.
Yeah, I can still remember the Today Show episode where Katie Kurgan was
Yep.
like, "What's the internet?
Yep.
What? They got something called the internet coming
Yep.
out?"
Yeah. AOL.
Yeah,
That nightmare.
this shit is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But we're going to talk about all of that, man. I'm looking forward to the show.
It's gonna be a good fucking time.
Yeah,
It
I really
is.
like that you guys told me that it's not clean.
Yep. Yep.
Because I was like sweating, like, oh, fuck, this is going to be clean. I got to do an hour of clean. But nah, man, yeah, if I could be a little blue, it's going to
Blue is the base here, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because, again, the audience we're trying to reach, the people we want to help,
Mm-hmm.
They deal with some real shit on
Right.
the daily.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So, in order to really get their laughter,
Mm-hmm.
because these are guys that have to laugh at atrocities
Mm-hmm.
to take the sting out of them,
Right.
you know?
Right. Yeah, I did a little mini commercial. I don't know if you guys saw.
Mm-mm.
I did a little mini
Mhm, I
commercial
saw
that it was in conjunction with some other shows that I had coming up, but I'm going to do more of that. I want to talk to my Euclid fire chief and see if he'll be willing to maybe do a little vignette with me, you know, just to see if he'll come on camera.
Yeah, for
We'll
sure.
see. The fire station is literally right on the corner from my house.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah, so I might
we
like
can
over
even
there.
give you some like flyers to take with you. if you
Yeah,
want to.
exactly. Yeah, if I could, I
Yeah,
could use that
yeah.
too, man. Because you know, I want to get more well known in my own community.
Yeah.
You know, and
Euclid's great too. It really is.
yeah, it really is. It's small. The mayor knows me, because
big time.
Yeah, we work together on some stuff. Shout out to Mayor Halzheimer Gill, and I worked with the council on a couple of things too, like some Euclid events. I hosted a few, you know, here and there. You know, so you know, hopefully we can build a relationship and a rapport.
Yeah,
Maybe you guys could do your show in Euclid at some
Yeah,
point.
we
absolutely.
We're open to whatever.
So, yeah, that was one of the things about this formula, Rob, that was so unique and special is there isn't a city that doesn't have comedians, firefighters, and police officers.
Yeah,
There isn't a city that doesn't.
right.
So, and I've said a few times now, I can't speak for the cops because they're just different.
Mm-hmm.
They're like our cousins. You know, they're all those crazy cousins.
Yeah.
But firefighters and comedians, I can attest to, have a lot in common.
Mm-hmm.
For a lot of them, it takes bravery to get on a stage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you guys admire the bravery it takes to run into a building.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but the sense of humor, and especially, you know, when we're not doing things on camera, when we're not on stage, as comedians,
Mm-hmm.
we can play in the dark humor.
Mm.
We can go dark blue, you know, when we're just around each other.
I like that analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's how it is at the firehouse.
Right.
You can roll pretty deep
Right.
because you're dealing with thick, sticky situations.
Back to your jizz joke. Absolutely.
There it is.
Yeah.
This
It all
whole
comes
thing
full
was just
circle.
an elaborate callback.
Exactly. It's thick and creamy when we get together.
Right.
Why do you think those calendar pages just keep sticking together?
I know, right? You're gonna have to tell me this goddamn joke at some point.
I will.
I can figure what it is.
I think that's about wraps it up. You got anything you want to plug? Not your
are
butt.
We, are we
Not-
going into the dark
Not
that
your
he was just
butthole.
talking
Not
about?
your butthole. I don't need you to plug your butthole.
No, I got like different shows and events coming up. Just follow me at Are You Funny Rob.
Yeah, you have your website too. What's your website?
Right here.
Oh, there we go.
RobColemanComedian.com.
Get them strings out the way. Let them see it all.
Yeah.
Let them see that smile.
Hey Rob, this is kind of like my little opening when I get on stage. So if you guys want, this is available at my
That's
Etsy
sweet.
store. My Etsy store, I believe, I think I have a connection on my website. But if you go to Etsy and you shop on Etsy, my shop is just Are You Funny Rob? Like I said, Are You Funny Rob on everything.
Yeah, letter
Yeah.
R, letter U, Funny Rob.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, show you another little piece of merch. It's on my Etsy store.
I feel like you just want an excuse to take your clothes off, and I'm okay with it.
This is my
Here we go.
shirt
Can
that I
we
made
cut in
after the,
some stripper music?
after the Super Bowl.
Greg.
I made
That's
this.
great.
Hey, Greg.
I made this after the Super Bowl. of
That's
course, and
amazing.
This is available on my Etsy store as well. You can actually customize the wording.
Oh, nice.
So if you wanted to say, "Hey, Mom," or "Hey, Dad," or whatever,
Anything.
whatever you wanted to make it say,
Anything.
you could type it in and place it where you want.
Hell yeah.
So just a cool little something that I put on my Etsy store.
That's fun.
So just another way for me to try to make money. You know, as a comedian, we don't make a lot of money.
We don't.
We wish we did. We fantasize about it. We make jokes about it, but we actually don't do it.
No.
You know,
No.
But you know what we're great at? Raising money.
raising money. Okay.
Raising money. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah, but as far as stuff coming up, I am competing in World Series again this year.
Nice.
I
Same.
sent them my available dates. I'm trying to get the dates here, of course, in Ohio.
Same.
Yeah, Crackpots and Funny Farm
Funny Farm, yeah.
are both satellites this year. If I don't get those, I do have family in Atlanta. I'm trying to get down to Punchline, maybe.
God, I was thinking about doing Michigan. I got family up there. If I
Yeah,
could, but
wherever you have family,
Yeah.
because a hotel for a week,
it's
you know.
annoying.
But an Airbnb actually is not that expensive.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. Yeah.
Last year I went to Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
I found an Airbnb inside of a luxury resort that was only like $50 a day.
Shut up.
I stayed in a fucking luxury resort for like 4 days for like $400 or something like that.
Nice.
And dude, I had a living room, a dining room, like this long, elaborate bathroom, a little outside seating area. Dude, it was great. I was like, shit, okay, Airbnb.
Right.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, Arizona is sweet too, man. They have these cars called Waymos, self-driving cars, self-driving Uber cars.
I don't like it.
Dude, you'd be surprised how quick you get used to it. So I'm visiting a friend, and I'm about to catch an Uber. He was like, "Why you catching an Uber? Catch a Waymo." I was like, "The fuck is a Waymo?" He was like, "Watch."
Who named that?
And he typed something in on his phone, and it's elaborate as Back to the Future looking car drives up. Right? It has a locator on the top, and like the little side things. Your name comes up on
Yeah.
the side. And you go to it and was like, please, and like you have to do something with your cell phone to open the door. And then when you get in, the car takes you wherever you want to go.
Ugh.
Like the car is just
I don't
like,
know about the element of control,
dude, it's amazing. Dude, I'm sitting in the car like, okay, this is weird, because ain't nobody in here. But after a while, I was like, you know what?
You were just
Driving by
pantsless.
police is amazing.
Oh.
When you're not driving and the car is driving,
Oh.
you're driving by police like... Right, like
You can't get
dude,
me
it's
on this one.
amazing. Waymo is the type of fun you have. You have way more fun.
I was just going to ask you, does it cost the same or is it way more?
Nah. I remember the cost being reasonable. It took me from his spot to my place. I think I paid like maybe $20-$30. About
So
the same if I would have
Do
did
you
for
have
Uber.
to tip a self-driving car?
Who gives a no? I didn't. The car let me out and was like, "Thank you for." I farted in it. It didn't say anything.
All right, so
Dude, what if you had the car where you fart and it like turns orange or something? like bad
Some
air
violation.
detected? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a $5 charge on your fucking phone automatically.
Yeah, I can imagine if you throw up in a Waymo or something
Shit.
But man, it was an amazing experience, man. So,
Apparently, if you jizz in it, it gets cheaper actually.
yeah. I'm pretty sure if it was in Cleveland, though, some Kia boys would get in. And,
Oh, no kidding.
yeah, man, we had a good time in that goddamn Waymo.
Dirty Mike and the boys.
Dirty Mike and the boys.
Thanks for the F Shack.
But no, it was an amazing experience. And like I said, man, if you're going to travel, just look for cheap ways to travel, man.
Yeah.
Hook up with some comics that you may know and maybe get an Airbnb. Because I wish I could have probably hooked up with maybe one or two more comics because I had a bed, I had a couch bed, and I think I had like another like cot bed or something like that. So if I wanted to have like more people,
Just to split the bill, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing. I feel like a lot of comics do, like, realistically, like, if we're going somewhere, there's stage time.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a floor. You feel it? Like, I mean, to a certain point.
Yeah.
Like, just, you know.
Well, I'm way past the point in my life where I'm sleeping on any floor.
I don't want those stories. You hear those stories that comes like, man, when we was in our 20s, we used to sleep 10 people in a room, wake up with a dick in your face, and it's just, nah, I don't want that.
I'm good
Not
on
at this
that.
age. Not at this age. Nah, man. Remember that one time? I don't
I
want
wouldn't
those
be able
stories.
to walk.
Not at this age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck all that.
Yeah, so. But I'm just looking forward to just having some fun. I feel like my name is getting out there a little bit. People know me more and more. This helps me a ton, so I appreciate you guys.
We appreciate you.
This is definitely going on my resume. Because I would love to start doing cruise ships towards the end of the year.
Nice.
That'd be great.
You know, and having stuff like this on my resume definitely helps.
Well, in November,
Mhm.
on a Princess Cruise, there's kind of the OG Sad Team 6 is kind of getting together for a reunion.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, just keep me posted, man.
Yeah, I'll let you
guys
know
need.
when it is, because how awesome would it, how much fun could we have if we figured out you doing the inaugural show, which this is our inaugural show that you're doing,
Yeah.
to
In international waters.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think we can pay you less if we're in international waters, so I'm interested.
How much fun?
Jizz somehow.
How much
Pirate
fun
jizz.
is a comedy show is if an is show talks about jizz? I feel like that's we're gonna do that as a.
We're gonna
callback or
figure something out.
For our diehards, we're gonna be there on March
Jizz.
22nd. Look for the jizz reference. It'll be subtle, but I promise you there will be one planted somewhere in the venue.
Now we got to get everybody to drop a jizz joke.
You know, I actually Peter North myself recently.
Oh,
I don't get the reference. He does.
You
send
know
it.
Peter North, right? You know who Peter North
Yeah.
is, right? Well, you know how mayonnaise. wait! Don't laugh yet. I didn't even say shit. You know how mayonnaise have these new jars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where the squirt thing is on the bottom.
Yes.
You know, like you literally have it upside down so
Yes.
you can easily squeeze the mayonnaise out. I didn't know that if you don't refrigerate the mayonnaise, it gets pressurized. What, I didn't even say anything yet. What,
I've already imagined
Oh,
the
okay.
scenario.
all right. So the mayonnaise has been sitting out all night. And I make myself a little sausage sandwich or
for
something in the
using
morning.
mayonnaise.
So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to use a little squirt of this mayonnaise. And keep in mind, it's been sitting out all night. I picked the mayonnaise bottle up and flipped the top open.
Looking at yourself?
Face in your face.
Yeah. And I Peter North myself. I was like, oh. I'm standing there like, oh my God.
You gave yourself a fucking
it's so
facial.
much.
You were supposed to tell me first.
No warning or anything.
Oh.
Ah, my eye.
Oh, God. Yeah.
All right,
minute-
I
folks.
feel like that's gonna be a TikTok challenge now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
if it's a TikTok, if this becomes a TikTok challenge,
Credit here.
at me, right? Let a fill a mayonnaise bottle pressurize overnight.
So
on your
yeah, we
counter.
just got to change that tagline. It's not getting Peter North now. It's I got robbed. I got robbed. And then it's
I know, right?
and then it's their video of just mayonnaise face. I got robbed.
We going viral.
Hell yeah. Oh, all right. Well, on that note, I think that's a good place to fucking wrap. I mean, we basically just finished with the money shot. I feel that's a good place to end it.
That was great.
All right.
Rob, I want to thank you so much for
Yeah,
being
seriously.
here.
Yeah,
Thank you
in
very
all
much.
seriousness, this is gonna be a ton of fun, guys. I know we've been having fun and bullshit.
Yeah.
This is a huge honor. It's for a really good cause. So yeah, make sure to come out, man. This is a real big honor for me. If your family and friends watching, I really would love to see your face in the place. So thank you, guys.
Yeah, please
So,
yeah.
we'll post the ticket link with the episode. You can check out our website,
Yeah.
Sad Team 6, for more about our mission, what we're doing, what we have coming up. Is he doing sign language?
Yeah,
Cool.
Sad
Good.
Team 6.
Yeah, I sure we'll go with that. It might have been gang signs. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
But fucking
Gang
please.
out with the Cub Scouts.
I was in a Cub Scouts.
Yeah, do my
I'm
best
sure
to
you
do
do.
my duty, God and my country, help all others, and obey the rules of the pack. Absolutely,
Leave
goddamn
it
it.
better than you found it.
Yep, a scout is trustworthy. No, I'm just
How far did you make it?
we blows.
I made it a couple past there. High school got me though. Once I hit high school, It was just too nerdy.
I think Weeblos is like white before Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
And then the first time I met a Boy Scout, I was like, oh, this shit is like the military. Nah, never mind.
Yeah. So we were rowdy, but it just wasn't fun. Like the allure was gone because like there was now boobs
Yeah.
and beers.
Yeah.
Like, why do I want to
Yeah.
tie a knot when I can finger a bitch?
Did they let gingers
No.
be Boy Scouts, or did the red clash with the blue too much?
No, they just didn't. They consider us too big of a magnets for the scout leaders.
Ah.
Yeah, it was just too tempting.
Yeah, you guys.
Exactly. Yeah,
Like
we
fireflies.
had to remove the temptation from the scout leaders.
Well, you guys are inside dwellers mostly. So
yeah,
and
absolutely.
scouting was a
I
lot
can't go
about being
outside. I'll burn.
yeah.
What are we talking about here? All right. Anyway, as I was trying to do the close before we got distracted, please like, please comment, please subscribe, please follow us on all forms of social media. Make sure you check out Rob at Are You Funny Rob. That's the letter R, the letter U. And I think that's all we got. That was episode 2 of the Naughty Bits. Please share, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you to Rob and thank you to Trevor.
Thanks,
All right,
guys.
Absolutely,
thanks.
Have a great night.